Здраво, дечки!
Здраво!
Како сте? Се надевам дека сте добри. Јас сум Тиа Дол инаку.
Јас сум Естела Дарк.
Да, и добродојавте во нашата нова втора емисија. После долго очекување и пожалби дека не нема малце полого време.
Да, не сакавте, сега не имате.
Да, значи се извинуваме што не чекавте малце полого време. Имавме многу врски, многу настани и ивенти во кои бевме вклучени, бевме дел од организација и не можевме да постигнеме, бидејќи ние сами го креираме овој подкаст и исто јас го едитирам, јас сум на техничкиот дел.
Да.
Естела нели помага во сценариото и така. Значи добродојавте во втората епизода, која ќе трае неколку епизоди. Впрочем,
околу 3.
Така, 3. Ќе видиме како ќе биде поделено, значи ќе бидете во очекување, ќе има it will be continued. Така, значи за наредниве епизоди или епизоди очекувајте интересни содржини секако. Ќе покриеме неколку настани кои се случија во периодот кога ја снимавме првата епизода. Имаме исто така специјални гости. Значи кралица од Македонија и кралица од Берлин. Значи кралицата се вика Olympia. И
другата кралица е една единствена, нашата одговорна шефица Дарија Бафи, верувам дека сите ја знаете.
Нашата директорка.
Баш.
Продолжение следи содржината што ја стремиме.
Да.
Hello everyone. I am here with our special guest from Berlin, Queen Olympia.
Hello.
Hello. She is visiting Skopje. Why are you here, Olympia?
I'm visiting some friends actually, and then I'm very curious. So I have a couple of friends who live here that I met in Berlin. And I'm also really interested in finding out more about drag scenes all across Europe. So, yeah, that's kind of it.
Okay, by the way, sorry, I didn't introduce Olympia. Now it's out of drag, but she's looking fabulous, of course. That skin is very... There is no texture. I want to tell, me and the other host, Estela, were watching your drag persona, and you are conceptual queen with interesting approach to drag. We love your appearance and everything that you do. Tell us more about how long are you doing drag, and what is your mission, and what is your inspiration for your drag?
So I started doing drag in 2009, and so that was like that was the first year that RuPaul's Drag Race started. So it was before everyone was really excited about that. Okay. And I started that in in Melbourne, in Australia, where I'm from. And yeah, I think I immediately, because there was like more sort of like there was a drag scene already that had been going on for decades, and it was like really cool. But what I wanted to do was very weird.
A weird drag. the drag that we all love, I think it's getting out from that fishy feminine RuPaul aesthetics that there are a lot of people that love that, but I think the queens like you are more in an artistic way, more appreciated, because you're unique. Each queen that doesn't follow the pattern is very unique by her own, and it's very honored to be you to be in our podcast.
Thank you, that's very kind.
Thank you.
I also I think all different kinds of drag are really interesting, but I felt like I found makeup really difficult for the first few years that I was doing it, and I didn't have money to spend on stuff, like to buy like really expensive wigs or whatever. So I would just find stuff like that had been donated to charity stores.
And
I would steal it before it got donated properly, and then like so. but what I did have was kind of like thinking creatively, that's free. So that was what I really just started to use because it was what was available. And I think I just am a bit weird. so it's like it felt very normal to me what I was doing, but then when I looked at like what I was doing and then like maybe like the more sort of like RuPaul style, like Drag Race style, or just like even traditional drag, I was like, oh, it is quite different to that, I guess.
Wow.
But it's not because I think it's like it's better, but like to do more conceptual stuff. But I just think it's the thing that I enjoy doing. Yeah.
I know Queen that kind of remind me of you, Crystal Met, I think it was her name, or what?
Is she in the UK?
No, in the US version.
Okay.
Also, do you have a favorite queen from RuPaul? That is closer to your style or aesthetics or vision about drag.
I'm going to be really basic and just say that I love Trixie.
Yeah, we all love Trixie.
I love Trixie because she's so professional, she's so hardworking, and she's really funny. And also Katya. But like, everyone feels like, everyone identifies as either Trixie or Katya. And I love Trixie because I feel like I'm more like Katya, more depressed and weird.
No, it doesn't seem like that.
Well, I can put on a big smile anytime. But yeah, no, I think Trixie is amazing. I think they're really, really impressive. The way, and also because their collaboration is really exciting, and I think collaboration is really fun.
Not out of drag, but as part of their drag performance.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
We miss that here. I hope in the future, in the Balkans, not only in Macedonia, we're gonna have like collaborations between queens and businesses like cosmetics and etc. It will be fine.
Sponsorship deals.
Yeah, to have Tía Dol eyeliner or makeup product.
Sponsored by the city of Skopje, the official queen.
And me on the huge billboard or on the bus.
Hopefully we see that very soon.
Wow, thank you. Okay, then I want to ask you, what do you think about the drag scene in Berlin? What's your opinion about the place? Do you have good or bad stuff? What do you want?
I'm really proud of the drag scene in Berlin. I also work in like contemporary dance and sometimes in theatre as well. And I'm really...
So you're a dancer also?
Technically I'm a choreographer as well.
Oh, nice.
But like I'm first a drag queen. And I'm really proud of what we do in like the drag community, where we make really exciting and fun things under sometimes very difficult conditions, but we do a great job of it. And I think that's what I'm very proud of drag everywhere actually for that. I think that's really exciting and create like artistically very interesting. So yeah, and also I'm part of an organization, a collective called the Drag Resources Action Group Berlin, Drag Berlin, and we're and we're trying to organize to have improved working conditions for drag performers, and in Berlin. And I've never heard of people doing something like that before, so I'm very proud that we're doing that. Yeah.
Nice. So tell me something more about you, or do you know something about our scene? Did you watch some of the queens here in Skopje or on the Balkans? Do you have some favorite queen from here, or maybe your first time here and you see us for the first time? What are your impressions about the scene? You see us here as we prepare for the recordings, and what are your thoughts? Be honest.
Yeah. Well, it's not a very well informed opinion, because I'm new. I don't know the scene so well here, but I've met some people who are super lovely. I also think that it seems to me to be very true to the spirit of drag, which is about being like a creative practice that is involved in a broader movement for LGBT rights. And I think sometimes that gets forgotten when we have like the big sponsorship deals and stuff like that, or like with Pride in Berlin, which is like very corporate and stuff like that. So I think seeing people like that reminds us that drag is a political act, and that drag is something that we do as part of a bigger movement to like fight for a world where everyone gets accepted and where they have like lives of dignity and equality and freedom. And I think that always when drag reminds us of that, then that's when it's at its most powerful. So far I'm very impressed.
Thank you. Okay, yes, I will. I agree with you. The first thing, the drag by itself, even if we are not doing like LGBT flags and everything, it's a act, it's a performance of people that are different, and even the straight people and everyone else enjoys the shows and everything. We find out here that it works like that because maybe the LGBT society here doesn't get accepted a lot, but when we perform, people see us with different eyes and they follow us. They honestly, I'm doing drag for 1.5 years for now, and I noticed only one negative comment so far, and my profile is open and our podcast is open, everything. There are different kind of profile of people that follow us. There are chasers, of course. Yes, say hi to
chasers
them.
everywhere, yeah.
Yes, there are straight women that love makeup, they can't express themselves. It's a problem because as a woman they're like limited to express with different kinds of makeup and to look like a star that is performing. They have to wear clothes that are, you know, basic, like everyday woman's shoes and everything. They're kind of limited, and they see us project with us with our presence and performance. And there are also straight men that find this like a parody, and they enjoy that. If we are doing like a parody of something, straight men doesn't have problem with that. They have a little bit problem when LGBT people, especially guys dressed as women, look very like a woman, and kind of plays with them with they're thinking about their sexuality, but also they're attracted to femininity, so that doesn't make them gay or everything, something like that.
I think that this is the interesting thing, that we can represent, a kind of like very strong sense of self-determination or autonomy or freedom, and so this is why what we do can be so attractive to straight women, because we represent like an example of a femininity that is like less like hemmed in by social expectations, because what we're doing is already sort of like outside the bounds of like the mainstream acceptability.
The shell of the what woman should be.
Yes. And so then of course we go really, really far. And of course it's fun to go really, really far. And so I think this is where it can be, we can have like really exciting alliances with straight women. And then to some straight men, I know a lot of straight men who just love drag. But some straight men can find it frightening, because what we represent is that the truth that everyone has the power to decide who they are. And that can be scary for people who don't feel like they have so much of that power.
Yes, it's taken away by society and everything that we lived on from the past. But my approach to drag is that expressing myself, my feminine side, which makes me maybe non-binary or trans-feminine out of drag, but I think things are changing in our good, and there's a better future coming. Maybe not for us, but for the children that will see themselves through us.
I think that's already true, like, because I'm 36, and so I see drag performers who are like 10 years younger than me, and it's already so different for them in ways that are positive, that I'm really happy about. But I think also like our destinies as like drag performers or visible members of like the LGBT community is really tied to equality and inequality. So when societies become more unequal, then it becomes more dangerous for us. That's whether people want to be open-minded or not. And so then it's really important that we are attached to broader social movements for more equality, because I think that is a way of protecting ourselves.
Yes, you are right, completely right. Okay, then I ask you, do you want to mention something about your drag persona? What is your maybe favorite color and your favorite food or something, favorite song to perform?
Okay, my favorite color in drag.
Okay.
Out of drag, my favorite color is purple.
Okay.
In drag, my favorite color is definitely black. My favorite food, I would say ambrosia and
Ambrosia salad?
Ambrosia salad.
Caesar hands Edward.
Not tasted any of the ambrosia salad that I made especially for you. Allow me.
I know there is like a movie that is very popular.
Ambrosia salad.
Ambrosia salad,
I meant
yes.
more like the ancient Greek gods. But ambrosia salad. Let's say ambrosia salad. I like that. And favorite song, did you say?
Yes, to perform or maybe to listen every day.
My favorite song to perform to is Let My People Go by Diamanda Gallas. She's amazing. People should
Honestly,
definitely...
I don't know that song.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I act like, I know.
She's like this like American singer. She does like really goth, like amazing stuff. Let My People Go by Diamanda Gallas. It's also like it became an anthem for like during the AIDS pandemic for the rights of people, of queers in general, and against the government in the US ignoring the AIDS epidemic.
I didn't know that. We're gonna link that song in the description. Okay. Do you have a message for Balkan or Macedonian drag scene? Do you have something to say? Because you didn't see us all and perform, but do you have like a global message?
Yeah, I think what I would say to drag artists everywhere is that what you're doing is really exciting. It's really interesting, and when everyday regular people come together and make communities around performance, like it's not just like a nice thing to say or a cliche or whatever, like that is really genuinely exciting. And I think that's one of the most powerful things that art can do, is that it can shape the communities that it's taking place in. And keep going. This is like very impressive.
Thank you.
And really, it's it's very, very exciting to see people starting scenes or like making their scenes bigger and stuff like this. I know that you're not starting the scene here. I know you've been doing it for years, but like to like
year and a half.
But like to keep going, it's like sometimes it's tiring, but it's always inspiring.
Yes.
Oh, it rhymes. Yeah.
Yes. The effect when you get, it's very tiring and stressing out and everything. But when you get home and when you drag and when you see the videos and everything that you do, the makeup, the looks, that gives me like a motivation. I wanted to do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing that I enjoy the most, honestly.
And that more people should try it, because like doing drag is like, it's taking a really intentional approach to your identity and playing with it and editing yourself, and it's just, I think it's a really good way to get to know yourself.
Yes.
And then you can go into the future knowing a lot more about yourself, and also being more sure about who you are, because you've tried different stuff out.
Yes, yeah, and it opens the door for people to experience with their feminine and masculine side.
Yeah.
You know, the gender is not only the biological thing, sadly, as for some people, but I think it opens up people in a spiritual way, because it gives you that kind of, everyone is a soul without a gender, and our soul have more feminine or masculine energy. And if you are born in a male with male genitalia or things that makes you a male in the biological sense of way, but your energy is gravitating towards female, it gives you freedom to express yourself, to be who you truly are. I think that maybe in the past I did research, but in the history in the past there are like a people with different kind of genders and everything, but suddenly everything changed and there are only two kind of people and everything else is cut out. And
yeah, this happened in a lot of places because of colonialism. So like the church with the colonizing powers, like imposed like a gender binary system on lots of different places, which is why it's always really important to sort of think about like criticizing colonialism at the same time that we're arguing for like people to be free in terms of how they express their genders, because ultimately I think life is way too short to be worrying about how other people like express their genders. Like we have real problems going on, you know. So and I think drag kind of reminds us of that it's like, oh, this is just a bit of fun, you know. So like so we can take the pressure off and start to actually be worried about real problems like global warming or the rise of the far right, or you know.
I think maybe when with some in the future, if there is like an alien race invading the earth, then people will see only people, alien. There will be no like male, female. Now we are very picky because we don't have other things to do.
Yes, because we're bored.
Yes. Yeah. Then I want to ask you maybe quick questions as the end of our part of the interview. Do you have some kind of specific talent or something that you're famous doing, or like singing, maybe acting, dancing, creating nice hair or something?
Well, I'm not very good at creating nice hair.
So maybe you have a personality. Maybe that is also people talent. There are queens that doesn't do anything from the talents that we expect, but when they show themselves to the people, they have a personality, they have a charisma and everything, and that's a talent also.
I think the two things that I'm good at are hosting on the microphone. Like I do that a lot.
Yes, you're very talkative.
Yeah. So I enjoy doing that. And the other thing I think is concept stuff. So I like working with limitations. So if someone says you have to, work with just a pen and a bit of paper, and like a bit of like a nectarine or whatever, then like I enjoy working with that limitation and trying to work out like an excuse for why I'm only working with this or something like that. So I think those are the two things that I'm good at. Yeah.
Interesting. Then can I ask you a quick question? What's your zodiac sign, and do you believe in astrology?
I don't believe in astrology, but that's because I'm a Virgo.
Okay. What's your rising sun?
Aries.
Aries. Okay.
And a Capricorn moon.
Nice. Yeah. I'm Capricorn moon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it means we're stubborn, right? Or like,
well, it depends on the other signs, I think. Do you have a queen that you don't like, and do you have a queen that you like? The queen that you don't like is the person that you will take her wig off or slap her in the face. Do you have some annoying person or queen that you don't like, maybe?
There is a well-known queen in Berlin who is a racist, and I don't like her, but I'm not going to say her name.
Okay. Hi, queen. We don't know you, so don't get mad. If that queen attacks you, how will you defend yourself?
She doesn't even know I exist. I think I wouldn't need to. I think that's the great thing about being on stage, is that when you do something that shames yourself, then everyone can see it. So, so you don't need to say anything about it.
Okay.
But in general, I don't have beef with any, like I've never met this person that I'm talking about, but I really don't have beef with people. And I don't know why that is. Yeah.
It's very common here. With some queens, but things will get calmed down with time.
Sometimes when there's a generalized situation of pressure, then it means that drag performers will act out against each other, and it's not really, the wig or whatever, the thing we're arguing about, that's not the real thing. It's just like this general feeling of pressure that we then pass on to each other. So that's why I think that happens in lots of drag scenes, because the way that we make work can be very difficult and it can be dangerous, and it can be like what's often very poorly paid. and it's expensive. So then, you know, when you show up to work, you're already pissed off, you know.
Yes.
But I really like to try. Yeah, I try and remember who the real bad guys are. Yeah. And it's this one queen in Berlin.
Okay.
No, not really.
Again. Also, if Olympia had a crush on some kind of singer, influencer, TV presenter, or political person, who will be or actor the world famous? If she has a boyfriend or a crush on, who will be? Do you have like a specific person or favorite? It can be male or female or both.
Yeah, I like to think that Olympia is more bi than I am, because I would love to be more bi than I am. So I would say Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is amazing. She's so hot.
I don't know her.
She's a really good rapper, and she's really hot. She's really smart, and she's really funny. I really love her. Check out Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay, we can link her in the bio also. Can you sing or rap or something? Some of your favorite song words of it or something? Do you have
I should sing?
If you can sing, maybe the chorus or something.
Oh my god, I feel so shy.
No, don't worry, we can do that. If it's not good, we can cut it.
Yeah. I just have to pick the song.
Random.
Okay.
If you want, I can help you. I'm a singer also. But if I know the song,
there's a Megan Thee Stallion rap that I'm. So, what did she say? In Bongo, she did this song with Cardi B. But now I have it. It's such a good song. But
if you
actually,
don't
I can't
know,
remember
okay.
it. No. People should listen to
pass it,
Bongos.
of
It's an amazing song.
What kind of underwear are you wearing?
What kind of underwear am I?
The color of it.
Check. White. I'm wearing white May underwear.
Basic granny. Oh no.
Grandma underwear. Yeah, it's laundry day.
Okay, what do you have to say to the people that doesn't appreciate your art and your time spent doing drag? What do you have to the message for the haters?
Like the haters who hate drag in general,
Yes,
or the haters who hate my drag?
Who hate your drag?
Oh, I'm sorry. That must be a really unpleasant experience for you to watch me having success after success after success, and I deeply sympathize with your plight.
Nice. So, okay, what do you have to say to the people that love your drag, your fans? Or
Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it so much. I pretend that I'm like really sort of like cool and professional and serious, but I'm still like, when I find out that people really love my work, I'm so flattered by that, and I still can't believe that other people spend so much attention with like the things that I do, and I really am grateful for it.
yes, honestly, this is our first time meeting. I feel your energy and you have such a positive vibe and everything, and I love that when I see in people, and thank you for being that.
Thank you. My pleasure. It's very kind.
Thank you. Also, thank you for being our guest in this second episode. Can you say do you have a message for the end of the interview? Something to say, or to everyone, maybe not drag fans, but like a global message that you want to present?
Yeah, I guess well done on being interested in the drag scene of Skopje and watching this podcast. It's very exciting for you because it's only going to get bigger and better from here.
Yes, yes.
Who said there are rules for being a diva?
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I think